All right, welcome back to the sixth round. I think this is the
hmm
sixth round of the MRL Gnosis Championship for Season 10. We're getting ready to make our way into Hungary, which it's an interesting track, albeit quite similar to where we raced last week at Zandvoort. So you can expect a pretty similar race, I think, around here. So going to take a look. So there are quite a few corners to this circuit, and for some reason this POV is completely scuffed. Really? Come on. Thank you, OBS, for absolutely nothing. Alright. Alright. Okay. Thank you. Very cool. At least this one isn't scuffed, so we get a good look at the track. 14 corners in total. There we go. And two DRS zones, one down the main straight and the other just after turn one. And both of them are connected DRS zones. So really, not a ton of great spots to overtake around this circuit. And you can see it's very overcast. Running on board with yellow, he's making his way around, going through turn five. Now, that curve right there, the gray curve on the inside, absolute nightmare. If you get on there, there is a good chance you're going to see yourself spinning out. Plus the sausage curbs right there make that particular section of the track quite difficult. But then through here, it's honestly quite nice. You can ride along the curbs all you want, as long as, don't go too wide and invalidate in the process. And then through here, it's just a few hairpin corners and then back across the line. But this is a very high downforce track with not a lot of overtaking opportunities like Zandvoort. Now, this track it isn't as wide as Zandvoort is. So there's even less room to maneuver and make a move. Basically, in the entirety of Sector 2, good luck making a move aside from, the sudden moment where someone may go off the track or something and you manage to make that opportunity happen. Most overtakes are going to occur down the main straight or just after turn 1 thanks to these DRS zones. So really, like I said, this is a high downforce track, so qualifying is going to be especially important around here. Unlike next week when we go to Bahrain to line up with the season premiere, and Gary has retired in the pits. Maybe serving a quali ban?
I don't think he has one, but I'll check. Let's see.
Oh, Yellow gets a big moment of oversteer on the curb there. Good save to keep the lap going, but there is going to be a little bit of time lost trying to regain control of the car, so this should be a pretty good run overall. Going now, just two corners left to go, both of them hairpins, runs it wide through the first. Now is he going to run it very close in on the inside this time? Yes, he is. Getting a nice exit, keeping that momentum going across the line. The benchmark lap is going to be 117.6.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
we should definitely see a lot more faster times. Gary did not have a quali ban, just chose not to qualify, which
interesting
this is a
choice.
track. It could be a very interesting turn one, so that could be proving very interesting as catching goes to 17-1.
Yeah, riding on board with Helen now. He's going to be the third person to put in a lap, and let's see what time he sets.
Okay.
16.5. Yep, that's half a second clear of Ketchen's lap. But there are others. Sketchy making his way around. He had an unfortunate moment in Tier 1 when he raced just a little bit ago. So I think this is going to be a redemption race for him, I think.
Gary says in chat that he doesn't have a quali ban. Alright, thanks Gary for proving that I am blind once again.
So he does have a quality ban?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't think of any other reason to do that otherwise at a track like this. 1507 puts in a new best lap. That is very impressive. And his teammate Sketchy crosses the line, puts himself fourth overall. Is 1507, is this his first race?
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, that's an impressive run, to say the least. Minico on 135.8. Wow, that is an absolutely terrible lap time. I think Minico is completely washed. That most certainly wasn't an outlap that got logged or anything like that whatsoever. But in all seriousness, he's going around the final corner down across the line. He's been up there consistently, so let's see if he can stay up there. Going across the line, he puts himself third overall.
Not too bad for Minico.
Yeah, oh man, there's been a driver who's been kind of a thorn in Alan's side as of recently. And for some reason, I can't remember who it is off the top of my head.
You're talking about the guy from last week?
Yes.
That is, oh, where is he? Hang on. Race results. It's Freddy.
Yeah, and well, also, Estenba.
Esteban has been.
Yeah, and he's not here.
No, he's not.
He is not here.
Maybe 50. I don't see him in the recent results, so it might be his debut. But 50, if he can hold this up, could also be a thorn.
Yeah.
Stick edge.
Yeah, in real life, F1.
We robbed like 4 people.
Wait, what?
Ed said he's sick. I'm like, who's sick? We brought like 4 people all at once. Gotta be more specific. Is Alan pushing right now? Oh, he invalidated, so never mind.
He was pushing, but yeah. This is also an easy place to invalidate and accumulate time penalties, so don't be surprised when you see someone with like 9 or even 12 seconds by the end of the race.
Looks like Cape's finishing a run now in Sector 3. How does he take these 2 hairpins? Keeps a very nice tight line through the first one. What about the second?
I mean, maybe the wider line is a little bit more optimal, perhaps?
I like a little bit of a wider line in the last one.
Yeah, crossing the line, he puts himself 9th overall. Yeah, so maybe the wider line is the more optimal line through there.
I try to keep it a little bit tighter in the first one. Not like I don't need to be on the apex tight, but keep it a little bit tighter, and I run a little bit wider in the last one. It just feels more comfortable.
Yeah. Only Dragon making his way through on what appears to be a hot lap. And yes, he's already a little over 3/10 up in the first sector alone. So that's going to be a very good improvement. He's going to need more time, though, if he hopes to breach his way into the top 5. Now making his way through here. That chicane always screws me up every single time. Like, I have to go through there super carefully because otherwise I am absolutely running into those curves. And I'm ruining myself. Like... it's one of the primary reasons why I dislike this track, but Only Dragon puts himself a little bit further up. Not the greatest exit out of that corner there, but still, about to wrap up a lap. This looks to be a pretty good time. Yeah, me personally, I do not like Hungary. I don't like driving it. It's not a great spot for Hungary. Yeah, really not. I mean, I did just eat before this, so I'm not really hungry. No.
I didn't.
Yeah, although, ironically enough, the first time I did a league race here, I somehow finished on the podium, and I just sat there questioning my existence after that point. But, you know.
Only went P5, not too bad.
Yeah, that was a good run, and he did it on pretty used tires, and tire wear is a pretty big factor here, so quite impressive. I'm actually not too familiar with the state of the tires here. I know last week the hards were abysmal. So, I mean, if someone...
Soft medium is ideal.
Okay, I figured as much.
I've been watching a lot
I was going to race Tier 5 today, and then had a family meetups that I had to go to all of a sudden. But I was going to, like, personally go with the strategy of soft, medium, medium. Like, that was my personal game plan. Because I had a feeling it's like...
not a 2-stop.
It's not a 2-stop?
No, you can do a 1.
Yeah, it's a 2-stop for me. Okay.
You're just bad.
Yeah, yes, I'm in Tier 5 for a reason.
Ketchin improved.
The Ketchin did improve up to P4. Benzo...
He was P4. He improved, but didn't improve.
Yeah, I mean, still, he is a little bit closer. Benzo, meanwhile, looks like he's not on a flyer. He's not putting in any batteries, so... Meanwhile, we also have Snaky, who appears to be starting a run. Now making his way through. And I mean, it's really like, I believe like the first part of Sector 2 is the most difficult part of this lap. Because if you go in a little bit too over eager on the curves and things like that, or you mess up the chicane, like it can cost you so much time. So you gotta angle yourself in perfectly in order to maximize your lap time. But then through here, again, if you're also a little bit too eager, you're gonna be skirting your tires over the curves and just a little bit off the track, and then you're gonna be picking up dirt and grass. It's gonna screw up your tires. And so it's just like, you have to kind of thread the needle through that second sector. The first and third sectors, though, I mean, perfectly fine. Nothing really to worry about there, but Snaky is all over the curves. It's actually kind of insane. Like, on several points, I'm pretty sure his tires were over the curves and into the grass, but somehow managed to not invalidate, puts himself only 8th. It's kind of surprising. I usually expect Snaky to be up into the top 5.
Well, I mean, it didn't. To me, it didn't look like the most optimal lap that we know he could produce. So
I do agree. Like, I definitely think he has more in him than that. Actually, in terms of real life F1 news, though, all of preseason testing just happened, and it seems on average.
Mage.
What?
Sketchy just went purple too.
Is Sketchy cooking? Oh, wait, hold up. This is actually looking like a really good lap. I think Alfa Romeo stocks are about to be rising quite heavily in qualifying right now. Going around that final corner to cross the line. Has Sketchy put in a banger of a lap? Yes, he did! The 3rd overall, really good run.
And Minico went 2nd. When did that happen?
Minico did that a little bit ago. Actually, he did it a little beforehand. Alan, I suspect, is going to be starting a run here soon. Actually, is he already on one? He has like barely half his battery left. This isn't him pushing, right? He's on 6 lap old softs.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he's saving a set of soft tires for sure.
Yeah.
But an interesting choice. He's just going to take his time around and probably put on a fresh set. There's no way. Okay, I swear, if he's about to do a hot lap, like, look at how much battery he's saving up. I feel like he may be getting ready to go on a hot lap after this. I don't know. Alan might. I wouldn't put it past Alan.
I'll say, it's a bit off color for him. He didn't do his usual medium run to start.
Yeah, right? He usually does it, but maybe he wants to save that set for the race?
Maybe. I mean, he hasn't had that problem before. And to be fair, when he does it, he only puts like 2 laps on it, which really does not even kill those tires.
It's not that much in the grand scheme of things. But in real life F1 news, preseason testing is over, and a lot of people, it seems like on average, people are suspecting the pace order to be like just looking at everything: Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, Aston Martin, RB, Williams, Alpine, Sauber, Haas. Like that's the lineup that seems to be on average with everyone. Although some have changed like a couple things. Like the race website in particular said that Ferrari is faster than Red Bull, which hitch. Wow.
Hitch.
What a lap.
Also, thanks for boosting my pedestal so that I can fall even harder with Ferrari.
It's the race, so I would take that report with a grain of salt. They also put Alpine quite high, if I remember correctly.
I was referring to the first ranking you said, not the other one.
Oh yeah, I mean, it seems to be on average that's what they're expecting to occur. Which honestly, like I can buy that.
Yeah, even though we've had lengthy arguments going back and forth on.
I mean, we are definitely completely unbiased in these arguments, by the way, and not pushing an agenda for our favorite teams whatsoever.
Oh, why would we, mate?
We would never do such a thing.
Alan's finally diving into the pits, put on a fresh set of soft compound tires.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I actually have the full chart. So,
oh god.
The race is wild. So they put Ferrari, then Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren, Sauber, Aston Martin, Red Bull, Williams, Haas, Alpine. They put Sauber as the fifth best.
Why is Alpine last?
Oh, Amos also put them last.
I'm sorry, like Haas to me is last. I don't see Alpine there.
Yeah, Haas
Drunken's cooking.
Yeah, we're gonna run on board with him for this. Yeah, he definitely is looking pretty racy at the moment. Going through the chicane. Oh, yeah, never
Oh,
mind. Lap ruin. That's it. It's Jover. All right. Anyways, Midnight making his way through. What?
it's Joe. Jesus. And he's
Anyways,
invalidated.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the moment I saw that snap of oversteer out of the chicane, I mean, again, that chicane sucks. I don't blame him whatsoever.
I
Like
think
that,
he got lucky. It's just a this lap invalidation instead of this and
yeah.
next.
Midnight is finding himself over a second up, but he's going to need way more time to push himself into the top 10. Still very possible as he makes his way through the final two hairpin corners to cross the line. Has a oversteer. Oh, that's going to be some time lost for sure. All the momentum has been just removed on exit. Still, he manages to push himself up to 13th. Yeah, the race. I'm sorry. They put Sauber fifth fastest. That is
Cape
wild.
crashed. We have a giant checkup.
What happened? I looked away for a second.
There's a giant slowdown. I think Cape crash.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Hartman is playing a very dangerous game, meanwhile. Yeah, has a hard time through that part of the track where I said it was
But
most
now he's
difficult.
got a train.
Yeah, look at the amount of traffic through here!
I don't want to be in Sector 2. I don't want to be in there.
Everybody's getting ready to go on a flyer, and so because of that, the traffic is super heavy through there. So anyone trying to go on a flyer is going to have a difficult time of it. Oh, speaking of, there's Norbash. Well, please don't go on back onto the track. There's so many cars coming.
Oh, or driving to the wall.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Norbash is going to be done there. His best start is going to be P11. And he's taking his time as a few more are still coming onto the track and going by. And now he's in the clear. Meanwhile, we have plenty of others. Ketchin has retired in the pits, I think? Yeah.
Yeah, pit lane. That's fine. Oh, Sketchy ruins his run out turn 1!
There's no way.
No! He had a massive amount of oversteer. Went too wide. He might be able to recover, but I don't think so.
I mean, we can take a look. So, making his way through. Okay, he's done.
Look at Minico went purple.
Minico did go purple sector 1. So, running now towards this chicane. Runner. Yeah, so we're going to stay on board with him then. Wow, that was very nicely done through the chicane there. Way better than I could ever hope to do. So, continuing on. This part of the track, admittedly, is quite fun to do, just weaving through these corners. But now Minico is on to what I would say it's probably the easiest part of the track. Yeah, half a second up! He's going to go into the 115s for sure. Minico is on a killer lap right now. And
he'll get a slight toe.
Yeah, but he's also getting some dirty air, so this is not going to be helping him. Still, he'll get a bit of a toe to cross the line, puts himself... What? Oh my god! What? He went so fast!
What does 50 have? Sketchy's retired in the pits.
50, I don't think he's going to be able to beat it. I think he's going to be lucky to beat Hitch.
I mean, unless he's a monster Sector 3.
Alan tried but couldn't beat it.
50 couldn't. What about Hitch?
Hitch I don't think he's going to be able to beat it either. I don't think he's close enough. Minico pulled out some magic in that lap because he's looking to be the fastest overall. Gungan Shamrock comes out of nowhere to put himself P5. What a finish! Minico!
Side by side, Minico racing the Ferrari of Snakey, and he gets ahead through the chicane.
Yeah. What a lap. Minico, what witchcraft did you do to do that lap? Seriously, though, I want to know the tips. Like, that was absolutely wild.
Well, that's a interesting.
I mean, it may have been one of those moments where it's just like the lap perfectly clicks together, and I think every driver has experienced that at one point where it's just like the lap is perfect. You somehow do so well, you do even better than the time trial time that you've set. I have experienced that like twice before in my entire time league racing. Granted, one of those times, I'm not sure if I could count because my time trial lap was not very good in the first place. But yeah, we take those. So Miniko is going to be taking pole with Ellen right behind Hitch, 1507, Drunken Shamrock, Sketchy, Yellow, Ketchin, Moldy Dragon, Benzo, Snaky, Normbash, going from Amu Midnight 13th, and I wasn't able to see the other 5 because it moved on.
It will be a dry session today because we go off realistic weather, so there will be no rain, unfortunately.
Yeah. Looking at the list of the order from all these different pundits. Now, all these pundits in total that are included in this is Formula One data analysis from Twitter, Will Buxton,
I don't trust it already.
Motorsporttotal.com,
Trust.
Amos,
Who?
Lawrence Barretto.
I trust
Amos is,
that.
I think, a German news website. The Race,
No.
Julian Palmer, Ted Kravitz, and
Yep.
RacingNews365.com. And so, like, again, like looking
I
on it.
trust pretty much the guys that work for Sky Sports and are
Yeah.
there pretty much
So
week in, week
Ferrari
out.
on average is about second.
That's fair.
Like across the board, it's mostly second. The lowest it's put is third, and then one exception, it's first with the race.
The second and thirds, I believe.
Yeah.
First, I don't buy. Maybe
Yeah.
for one race out of the year, maybe?
Red Bull is listed
Like-
at the top of the board, no surprise, with the exception of, again, the race because they put Ferrari first. Mercedes, the lowest they were put was P5, and Aston
Honestly,
Martin was put just ahead of them in both those situations. McLaren,
I could see it at the start.
yeah, McLaren on average appears to be put fourth. And that's about where they are. Oh, here we go. 5 red lights coming on in Hungary. Here we go. So who's going to come out on top? Well, Miniko will be able to pull this off. Alan gets a good start, and he's going to be able to fight Miniko immediately into turn 1. Taking a close look. Going into turn 1, it's going to be close, but I think... Oh, he almost got together. That was cutting it close, to say the least. Miniko is not done fighting, though. Now going around the outside in turn 3, going towards turn 4. They go into the grass, and Miniko loses out on 2 positions. 1507. Oh, that's just brutal for Miniko. Oh, no! Alan's out! And suddenly, a horrific...
McLarens are both out! Both McLarens! What has just happened?
What has just happened? Miniko has broken his front wing. Snaky is in the lead of the race.
Ooh, Cape gets what just happened?
So much has occurred in such a short span. I think Sketchy has a broken front wing. Alan has already left this
Yellow got a
session.
penalty for hitting Sketchy, so I think that's where it came from.
Oh, man. The stewards are not going to have a fun time with this later.
Yellow is 5th.
Yeah. This is... Ugh. And Miniko started on hards on top of all that, so that really sucks.
Well, he can go medium. No, this is actually good. Medium to the end.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Fair point. Medium it is, I think. And
it's a safety car pit stop right now, so he gets his first one free and the wing change. So for Miniko, this is actually, even though he broke his front wing, is it the worst?
It really is. This is not the worst scenario to be in.
Which is weird saying that with breaking your front wing, but hindsight, it's actually a really good scenario that he put himself in.
Yeah, a good portion of the lobby, well, a good portion of all the drivers actually went in.
That was a
nearly
big
half.
pile up.
Yeah, so Miniko is actually only going to come out in 6th place, so that is even too much of a loss.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that is huge for him.
So, honestly, strategically wise, Miniko is in a perfect situation to take victory, and Alan's DNF is going to absolutely shake up this championship.
Yeah. With this, Miniko to me right now is in the best position. The best one. Because he gets 2 shots at the tire that work perfectly around this track. They are the optimum tire to be using. So,
there we go.
For me, this is perfect for Miniko. Miniko just has to focus on himself, try to keep it clean, make up positions, give himself an advantage, make a good pit stop, and do it again.
Yeah. Well, back to real life F1 stuff since we're stuck here.
Mate, hold up.
What?
Gary made up 15 places.
Gary is in a very good position.
Midnight made up 10.
Let's- where's it? There we go. 15 indeed. Yeah, I gotta say it's great for Benzo, Gary, and Cash, and right now they're in a podium place. I'm not sure if they'll be able to hold on to it by the end, but still, great spot
That'd be
to
a fun
be in.
podium to talk to.
It would be a fun podium to talk to. It would be nice to see Benzo get on the podium again. He hasn't been on the podium, I think, since the previous game, unfortunately.
Yeah. I always like talking to Benzo on the podium.
Yeah, he's good
To be fair, we
conversationalist.
like talking to
We
pretty much
like
everybody on.
we like a variety in the podium for sure. It's always nice to see different drivers up there.
It would be nice to talk to some driver that's definitely not in P15 right now.
Yeah. So looking at the rest of this information, looks like on average Mercedes is honestly the most varied because like
No one knows.
well some have put Mercedes second. Some have put them third. One put them fourth, and two put them fifth best. So, yeah, McLaren is also kind of a mix, leaning on average, I would say, towards fourth.
Yeah.
And well, like, partially towards third, but again, like, it kind of varies. So, it seems like a lot of people are suspecting that McLaren and Mercedes and even Aston Martin are all relatively close. Ferrari is just a slight step ahead of that, and then Red Bull is a step ahead of that. So
They might be there 2 or 3 steps ahead.
meanwhile, Red Bull, RB, they've been consistently put across the board, aside from the race, at sixth. So they just seem to be on average the sixth best car. Williams on average is put seventh, although Lawrence Barretto put the ninth.
Excuse me.
Sauber is put on average 8th or 9th. Oh,
we're going in.
There we go. Safety car in this lap. Except for the one outlier of the race putting them 5th. Why are you out of your minds? Let's see here.
Williams 5th?
No. Someone put Sauber 5th, and that was the race.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Anyways,
how's Benzo going to react?
Yeah, I mean, he does have the tire advantage right now in terms of pace. So if he's smart about this, he could potentially snatch the lead away.
If I was Benzo, I want to get by right now.
Yeah,
now.
I do agree. Like, you want to make.
Gary is the one who really needs to make a move if he wants these soft tires.
I do agree,
and we're going.
Yeah, Benzo won't be able to make a move, but I think Gary just might. Meanwhile, Moo was caught lacking. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's about to get jumped to not one but two positions. 3 wide into turn 1. This track does have enough room for it, but he. Oh, that was kind of close. Minico makes up 2 positions going into turn 3. Wait, turn 2. I can't count apparently. This is turn 3.
Mage, my camera's gone.
Your camera's gone? Ain't no way.
You took off my camera.
I did not take off your camera. There it goes. Really? Okay. Thank you. Very cool. Yeah, OBS just being a little dumb. But anyways, what's happened? Oh no. Hitch is all the way off as well as Cartman.
And Moldy.
Cartman was also taken off of that. That is unfortunate. Meanwhile, the 2 Alfa Romeos are chasing towards the front, 50 leading Sketchy. And up towards the front, Snaky is also gaining on Minico, who's currently sitting P4. Right now, Red Bull is looking very good.
Yeah, Minico right now is getting held up by Gary.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I have a feeling Gary may have damage of some kind. I have that feeling.
Or he's just struggling right now.
Well, or he's just struggling. That is possible. Minico now looking to make a move and now puts himself into the podium positions and fastest lap of the race. On top of all that, Sneaky's looking to make a move. He's looking a little eager here, and can he pull it off? This is close. I think he
has it right now.
He's got it. He's got the move done. Gary losing 2 positions in the span of 1 corner. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. If you count the kink, then it's 2.
If you count the kink, then it is 2, but I'm not counting that.
Now, here's my question, Mage. I mean, we got 2 Red Bulls, second and third. One obviously so much faster in third. Do you just make a little swap? and
I
defend.
mean, I think a swap would be a good call because I absolutely do think Miniko has more pace. It's being demonstrated right now. He's already gained half a second on his teammate. Honestly,
He
I think for
he did
the
have a giant moment.
I think for the ideal scenario, what Benzo needs to do, be a good teammate, let Miniko by, and then basically pull a Checo and
Yeah,
do the best he can in that regard. Because if he can do that, he's going
so
to
you mean
make
not
Miniko's
finish
life
on
a
the podium?
whole lot easier.
Did you not hear what I
I
said?
did not hear what you said. What did you say?
You said and basically pull trigger, so and I said so basically not finish on the podium.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, guaranteeing his teammate a very good
Yeah, and
position.
that's the way you gotta do it right there.
Oh,
Oh no, he hit him!
Snaky collides with Miniko as he's now going to be able to get past at least one Red Bull, but still can't quite get past Miniko. So yeah, that was definitely a close moment. A little over eager to the braking zone. Meanwhile, 50 has a close moment with Midnight, but manages to get through and is now up to P6. Sketchy still kind of languishing a little bit further behind, trying to get past Cape the Possum and Midnight to catch up to his teammate, while he also has Drunken Shamrock chasing behind. And I
This is a
think
fun little
Sketchy's
battle
looking
here.
for an opening on the inside here, but
No
he just
way.
doesn't have the traction. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That was not the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he did have the traction to get alongside, yes, that's possible. But you know, those hard tires are just not doing him any favors at the moment.
To me, that's like that corner there where he was looking is one of the two that you really don't want to make a move.
I mean, again, like depending on the scenario, you can, but yeah, 9 times out of 10, I do agree it is not advisable to go for a move there.
To me, it's there in Miami.
Yeah.
You don't. You
Yeah.
just don't.
Looking at the rest of these stats, Alpine is honestly the most all over the place. Because well,
Gary made a move.
oh, Gary did make a move. Looks like he made one. Oh wait. Uh-oh. He went a little bit too wide. Benzo may be able to strike back. Ah, never mind. Nope.
Nope. Looks like not Gary. Benzo had a slight moment as well, so that didn't really help.
Yeah, meanwhile, rapidly reeling in multiple drivers is 1507, who has gained several tenths already. Sketchy did get past Gate Deposit, and so did Drunken Shamrock just now. And Sketchy's going to be looking for another move to get past Midnight here soon. I'm checking on this. Yeah, Alpine, they're the most all over the place. It seems on average they're put about 8th, but they're put twice as the 7th best and twice as the worst, with one putting them 9th. As is the highest 9th overall, and they've only ever been put ahead of Alpine out of all of this, so, yikes, is all I had to say on that.
Sketchy could be on for something interesting here after having terrible luck on the start, and is already back in the top 10.
Yeah, but he's got Drunken Shamrock on his heels, and he's proving to be a very tough person to deal with for Sketchy, because he's trying to make a move past Midnight. Meanwhile, Miniko does pull off a move past Sketchin and now has the lead of the race. At this point, Miniko is just on an ideal moment. Meanwhile, 1507 gets past Benzo and is up to P5. Benzo tries to do a switchback, but it's simply not enough. Meanwhile, Hitch gets past his own teammate, as well as Yellow, who struggles out of turn 1 and moves up into the points. Sketchy also is looking to make a move around the outside of Midnight. He's still alongside, putting on the pressure. Sketchy just might have it here. It's still very close, but they're still there. Side. This is going to be very close here. Going into turn 5, Sketchy finally pulls off the move.
And he's on the curb.
Yeah, still cutting it close, but managed to pull it off. And now Sketchy can maybe use Midnight to gain some distance between himself and Drunken Shamrock, and it's already paying off quite nicely.
It's already second.
Yeah, it's already a second. Midnight struggled through the chicane, and that's gained Sketchy a good bit of time. If it would be ideal for him to gain some time back, maybe break that DRS. Actually, Drunken Shamrock is making a move on the inside right now and manages to pull off the move. He's up to P8 now.
I don't know if Drunken's going to get DRS on Sketchy, though.
He won't. He's just too far behind.
This is huge for Sketchy Bowl.
Yeah, this is very good news for him. But right now, at this point, he's in a bit of a no man's land.
Gary. Look at Gary on Snaky. We got multiple cars here.
Oh, here we go.
Gary side by side. Switch.
Oh, cutting
Switch
it
back.
close
No.
there.
Oh no! He spun.
Gary spins off into the grass and has to rejoin, but he's going to lose several more positions before he even makes it to the next corner. That is
Oh no.
4 cars making their way
Oh
past
no.
as he's now
That's more
barely
like
in the points.
6.
Well, I was seeing 4 from my POV, but yeah, then it may have been about 6. Oh,
Oh
Gary
no!
loses it again. These soft tires are not
Wait,
it.
he collects yellow.
Oh, that is unfortunate. And now Moldy Dragon makes his way past too, but he goes wide. Gary is not having a good time on these soft tires. Meanwhile, Yellow goes around the outside and makes it through. Yeah, Gary, I think it's about time to hang out these tires and swap them out, because this is not
Yeah.
it. Meanwhile, Hitch gets past Drunken Shamrock and is at the P7. He is on a mission right now.
And Sketchy's also on mission. He's already back in the top 6.
Yep, meanwhile,
Oh,
5007! They're going wheel to wheel through here! They're out of their
No
mind!
way. Why?
Oh, cutting
Why?
it close! I was not
Is he
expecting...
gonna get... No way he got that.
1507 pulls off a stellar move, but Snaky may be able to get it right back because he just got TRS, so all that fighting for 1507 has just been for nothing because Snaky
Oh,
going
no.
on the inside.
Vettel? Oh, they come together.
Oh, and it nearly Benzo ends up in there too. He's just sitting watching this entire battle go on. 1507 once again retakes 3rd place as this battle is continuing. I was not expecting this much fighting here. This is absolutely incredible.
This is amazing. When he went on the grass there, I was already thinking Vettel Spain vibes.
Yeah, that Vettel overtake in Spain, I still think he was out of his mind for that. Like, Lewis was
I thought we were about to
defending,
see
then
it
Vettel
again
went,
right now.
you know what, screw it, I'm going on the grass. That was definitely a great move, and Snaky nearly pulled it off, but 1507 just had the better traction. That moment.
Oh!
And just as
1507!
as I say, he had the better traction.
Mage. Counter.
Yeah,
Counter.
that's
Sketchy gets by his teammate and goes off.
That is indeed one for the counter. Just as I said, he had the better traction. He loses the car.
Oh, good job, Mage.
Yeah, thanks. I try.
After a week of no curse counter.
Yeah, right. Like it's been pretty. Like, I thought the curse was gone, but now there it is.
Benzo spun.
Oh yeah. These drivers are not having a fun time here in Hungary. The 2 Williams have gotten past, and now both are in the points.
He's out of the points.
Oh, this is just...
He went from 4th to out of the points. No.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Another small story is the Williams, slowly but surely, bringing themselves back into it, and I think that was a position swap between Moldy and Midnight there. That looked entirely intentional. So now Moldy Dragon is going to be on the charge. At the same time, Sketchy finds himself 4th, but has Hitch directly on his heels, as well as 1507 and Drunken Shamrock gaining. We have a very fierce battle for 4th place, as Miniko is trying to shake off Ketchin, who's still staying close behind.
Yeah. I will say this real quick while we're watching this. It sucks that Benzo's went from 4th to 11th. It really does. But it does show another thing, that this field is battling, which is something that we love to see. For no assist.
Oh, and I thought Hitch was about to attempt something a little bit cheeky and on the outside there. 1507 certainly think that's a good idea, but he messes up and Drunken Shamrock takes advantage and gets past.
How did he get by there? I didn't even think he was on for it.
Well, 1507 attempted to move on the outside, got a little bit too eager, and so he just took advantage and swooped on through.
Yeah.
So very well done there. Hitch, meanwhile, is going to have a very good chance to make a move. I take that back. He's already done it. Yeah, he's already gone. Hitch makes the move clearly. Is that open to 4th?
That could have been very spicy, but it didn't happen. I thought.
Yeah, speaking of spicy, Snaky is now in danger because he now has 4 cars in total chasing behind. This is now not a battle for 4th place, but a battle for the podium between 5 cars.
Mage.
What?
It was a 2-second gap a lap ago.
Yeah, this is... Hitch has some insane levels of pace.
All cars battling, it was a 2-second gap, and they're on him now.
Yeah, Snaky is in very real danger at the current moment. Hitch is all over him. MRK gets a time penalty. You know, like I said in qualifying, it's going to be very easy to get penalties around here, so you have to be careful. Hitch is staying very close, as now Sketchy is starting to get himself reeled in. Hitch could potentially go for a dive here if he's crazy. Thankfully, he's not, so he's going to have to wait, but a good opportunity will present itself going down the main straight.
Yeah. Just reference for everyone watching, Cartman still has a 5-second time penalty from the start and will serve that at his next pit stop. It was a drive-through penalty.
Meanwhile, Yellow on the inside manages to make his way past Moldy, well, not Moldy, Midnight, and manages to complete the move. Meanwhile, Hitch and Sneaky going wheel to wheel through turn 1 on the outside deep. Sneaky puts on the pressure, gets a better exit, and manages to keep Hitch behind. Very good defense from Sneaky. Oh, and that's Sketchy. Sketchy goes a little bit wide. This may present an opportunity, but no, all 5 of these cars stay very close to one another. This is exactly what you want to see, but I didn't expect to see it at a track like this.
No, I didn't think we were going to get this today, and I'm more surprised that everyone's sticking fairly close together outside of Ketchen and Minico.
Yeah, those two are just, have gotten a very long getaway at this point. And, yeah, Snakey is not having a good time, all things considered. As Hitch is going to look for the move on the inside. There's no way he's thinking about that. Putting on the pressure. Here, he might be able to pull it off. Going on the inside towards the right-hander. Hitch almost makes it through, and he's pulled it off. What a move from Hitch. However, I don't know if he's going to be able to maintain that position.
Sketchy as well.
And oh wow, look at the getaway he just made there. He just seems to have a way better traction than Snakey right now. Drunken Pits? Meanwhile, Snakey is having a very hard time of it right now. Sketchy is very close behind, but he won't be able to get past unless he does something really cheeky here. There's no way. Sketchy's going for it. He's going for it. What a switchback from Sketchy, putting on the pressure on the outside. Does he make his way around and pull off the move? It's going to be close here, but I think he may just be able to clear it. They're still side by side. You know what?
I've wanted to do that.
You know what? I applaud the effort, because that was incredible.
Wait. Oh my god.
This is some insane racing we're watching right now. Oh my god. Still, Sketchy, I appreciate the sheer cojones that it took to attempt a move like that and really pull it.
Right now. I'm giving him a clap.
Like, I am giving him like an A+ for the effort. That was amazing to watch.
Well, no, for people who missed it, in Tier 1 he got an incident with Drix that's not been confirmed yet by Stewart, so I'm not gonna put my comments out there just yet. So he might be driving some anger today, which I haven't seen this fire in Sketchy in a long time.
Yeah, he's definitely got some fire under him right now, and we love to see it.
You'll remember this. It was France when he won on debut.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it wasn't his debut, it was second race.
Oh, his second race, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, still very good, and he's definitely showing some of that fire right now. He won't be able to get past him here, but with a little help from DRS in turn 1, well, just after turn 1, Benzo has lost it. Oh, that is unfortunate. Sketchy, meanwhile, he's got the momentum. Can he make the move on the outside? Snakey breaks very early. Sketchy just might have the move here. He's done it. He's up into P4. Fantastic move from Sketchy. Meanwhile...
but Snakey's going to try it again.
Snakey's trying to fight it back, but it's simply not enough. Sketchy remains ahead, and now his teammate is going to be on the heels of Snakey looking to make a move. And right now, Snakey just doesn't appear to have the pace compared to the others at the moment. Now it's up to Sketchy to make the best getaway he can and provide an opportunity for his teammate to get past as well. But Snakey is doing well to hang on, but that gap is starting to extend little by little further and further. At the same time, speaking of a gap extending, Minico has cleared a second and a half away from Minico. As Benzo, he goes off, and he's not having a fun time here. I definitely think it's high time he pits.
I honestly think it's more of a mental errors after the first one. It just
we're going to be seeing a lot of pit stops within the next
50-07 pits.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, starting around from here until the next 7 laps is going to be the pit window. That's what
this might be hard to the end for 50-07,
which would absolutely make it. That's why I said from here for the next 7 laps. That is going to be the pit window. That's what it's going to be.
Also pit, and it could work in a few laps.
Minico.
Miniko, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, like the next 7 laps is going to be the pit window for everybody, and like everybody.
I can see Miniko pitting in the next 2 laps.
2 laps, I could absolutely see the next 2 laps from Miniko for sure. Like 2 laps absolutely makes sense for Miniko's strategy.
Mediums against the end, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, but for hard runners, they could pit within the next like 4 laps, and then soft runners, if there are none left. Never mind.
Ooh. For those who are interested, the iRacing IndyCar series was just posted.
Which we'll talk about and IndyCar is going to be beginning at St. Petersburg, March 10th, for anyone who wants to watch that series.
If we get another IndyCar, I will read the schedule. Because there are some good tracks on here. For IndyCar.
Yeah,
just for the iRacing.
Well, yeah, and we'll, of course, real life IndyCar, a lot to look forward to. Pat and I will actually be going to the Indy 500, where you will look forward to seeing me push him in front of Pato O'Ward on the second to last lap.
Not this weekend. Drunken. That's a nice lap.
I have this bit with Pat where I say, like, I'm going to sabotage Pato just so that I can watch him lose out on winning for a 3rd time in a row. Like, I love Pato. He's my favorite IndyCar driver. But watching him lose out twice is kind of comedic to me.
Mage.
Yeah.
Yellow's back in the top 5 again.
Yeah, he's been putting in work, but you can see like a lot of these strategies are changing. Some are going for undercuts and such, Snaky being one of them. Now, here's the thing. Tire wear is a big factor in this game. It really is compared to the previous game, I feel like. It's more prominent. So Snaky...
Well, this is also one of the tracks where it is heavily important.
Well, yeah, but honestly, I feel like in this game, like in the previous game, I feel like the undercut was more valuable than the overcut.
Well, also in the last game, you can push tires to the freaking limit and take, like, mediums in a full distance nearly 40
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why I said the undercut was more valuable. In this game, I think the overcut is more valuable.
Yes.
Meanwhile...
It's also, like, it also has brought the best out people with how you manage tires.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kejin and Sketchy both pit right now. Good pit time for Sketchy, honestly. This is...
It should be mediums.
Yeah, it should be mediums, and indeed it is. I think he could have maybe extended a lap or 2 longer, but this is still a good time to go ahead and pit, just get that established. 15:07 puts in the fastest lap on hard tires, so he's really enjoying this new set, and this undercut was really successful on his own teammate, as he's now 4 seconds ahead, and gets past midnight, now up to P6, and is looking very good strategically at the moment. Yellow, while he is P4, he is still yet to pit, so he's going to be losing a lot of time for that, still in a great spot, as well as Drunken Shamrock, who has pit already, but is going to be suffering from some pretty bad tire wear. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be having a hard time with tire wear by the end, though. That is the caveat to all this.
Well, Yellow's going to pit again. He is going to pit again.
Well, yeah, well, I know Yellow's going to pit again. I'm talking about Drunken.
Drunken?
Yeah. He's already on 4 laps.
He came in a little bit early. Came in a little bit early, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do agree. It was like his tires will be struggling.
Still make it.
Oh, he can actually still make it, but he's going to be losing on pace a little more heavily. He's going on a move on the inside of Yellow, makes his way past Yellow. I think Yellow. I don't think cares because he's just going into the pits. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's why Yellow didn't fight it too hard.
Miniko comes in at the end of the lap. I think he does.
I could see Miniko coming in by the end of the lap.
He has his pit light on. He does have his pit stop light on.
Well, I mean,
a visual.
Well, yeah, but it could also be like the pit light is on because this is his pit window.
That's true.
Snaky puts in the fastest lap of the race now, but he's not going side by side with Sketchy. Puts himself ahead now, but Sketchy could potentially fight him back here.
Yeah,
but
Sketchy's not in the worst spot though.
No, he's really not. He's honestly in a pretty good spot. He's going to be getting some good points today if he continues.
Midnight.
Yeah, Midnight.
He's going to get Midnight if he overtakes him or if it's through a pit stop, because Midnight will pit. He has to.
Yeah, he genuinely has no choice. There's no way these tires will make it.
Oh,
Snaky!
That's huge for Sketchy.
Oh, yeah, bad news for Snaky. Great news for Sketchy. Snaky's now desperate to make a move. Yeah, you can see that time penalty has immediately put him into red alert.
Miniko's
he needs to find a way through.
In.
I feel like Hitch will follow
take
suit.
the lead.
Snaky is desperate to make a move past. Yeah. Sneaky's so desperate to make a move through. He wants to try and pull a gap to Sketchy, and now he's going
No
for it on the
way.
inside. He absolutely did that. Sketchy looking to follow suit, perhaps. And he pulls
No
it
way.
off! Midnight goes
What
a little
is
bit too
happening?
wide.
What is happening today?
A lot is happening.
Drunken is now in third.
Yeah, but again, 6-lap old tires where his hitch is on fresh.
I know.
It's...
Well, 5007. 5007 might try to move on Hitch, who just came out of the pits. He's on cold tires.
Oh, this could be a great opportunity for the Alfa Romeo, but Hitch just gets ahead. He stays in that position. Meanwhile, Sketchy is on the hunt after Snaky, and that time penalty is going to make his job in life so much easier. Moldy Dragon is also... Snaky loses the car!
He had rear locking.
Oh!
He locked the rears and spun. No!
Meanwhile, Yellow is looking at that Ferrari in front of him and thinking, well, don't mind if I do, as he makes his way up in the P9.
just went from, what is that, 6 down to 10.
Snaky's not having a fun time out here.
His tires are too hot.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say just that. His tires are absolutely cooked. So he needs to slow down and let it... He needs a
lap right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're so bad.
His tires are Jover at this point. This is absolutely horrific.
I hate to say it, but he might have to box again.
I think he's going to retire at this point. Like, look at him.
I don't even know. He might have rear damage because he did spin into the barriers.
It's true. I think you're actually right on that. I think that's what's happened. I think his rear wing is broken. I think he's just trying to limp back to the pits and retire the car.
I feel so bad for him.
I do feel bad for him. That's terrible. Like, if your rear wing breaks, you're screwed.
It's terrible.
Like, that's it. You're done. Like, you have to be...
also saying, like, if you have orange floor, you're pretty much done as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if either of those things are damaged, you're done. Like, that's it. You are completely ruined.
He's coming in. Yeah,
he is coming in, and I bet you he's retiring the car.
He's sliding all over the place.
Yeah, it's undrivable. I would not blame him if he retired. Is he doing that? He's not.
I don't know.
Wait, he may be waiting to get into the pit box.
I don't know. He might be going again?
Yeah, there is. Okay. Right. Unfortunate for Snaky. Meanwhile, Alfa Romeo seems to be on for getting a very generous points finish.
Sorry, who was that? Sorry?
Alfa Romeo seems to be getting a very generous points finish.
Yeah,
Williams
Alfa
as well.
Romeo. Alfa Romeo and Williams are in very good spots right now. Yeah, I bet Snaky had rear wing damage.
Can you check the no assist standings? Because I'm curious how much closer this is going to
What do you want, drivers or constructors?
Drivers. I want to see just how much closer Minico is going to get with this. Because at the moment...
50 is a reserve, for reference. 50 is a reserve.
Okay. Yeah, I know that. Sketchy's regular teammate is B. Jacobson.
Sketchy's regular teammate is MB. MB has 1 point to his name.
And 1507 is already about to earn 10 times as many points as him.
Sketchy has 32.
And he's about to get potentially,
right now, where's Yellow? Right now, he's actually going to overtake Yellow.
Wow.
Because Yellow's only 4 ahead.
What's the points gap between Minico and Allen, though? That's what I'm curious
Minico and Allen is 35.
That's about to be reduced to a 10 at this point.
If he holds.
If he holds. I'm curious.
I don't want you to jinx him, I swear to God.
If he does,
I want my Minico win interview. I missed out on this, and I want it.
Snaky has the fastest lap of the race, but he's DNF, so he won't even be able to claim that point.
Oh, no!
Oh, that is bad news for Sketchy, because now Moldy
has been pushing too much at that corner.
Yeah, unfortunate for him, but honestly, I don't think it's going to matter too much, because Moldy is gaining relatively quickly.
Yeah, that sucks for Sketchy, but it's not over, because Moldy does have hards, so he could pull. And Hitch is back in the podium place.
Brilliant move from Hitch. He's now gonna be like he's gonna be getting some very nice points. Hitchin is also doing very well to hold on to second place. He's got a very good gap, so honestly, he's looking pretty clear.
The yellow flags. What's happening?
What has happened?
I don't know. Maybe Sketchy had a moment.
No, Moldy had a moment because he was like under second, and now he's.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or no, I read wrong gap. Wrong gap. Sorry.
Yeah, Moldy's not looking so hot anymore. He's losing more and more time to Sketchy.
No. That's why I said it's like Sketchy's got the advantage right now. He's got to use it. I will say this, Mage. As it stands, we will talk to all 3 drivers on the podium. We haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, that's very true.
Which will be nice.
Yeah, meanwhile, Chat is more dead than Nick DeVries' Formula 1 career. That's crazy.
Okay. You really had to do him like that?
Yes, I had to do him like that.
Did Sketchy get another penalty?
There's no way.
Oh, no. Oh, that's how far my stream's behind. Sorry.
I mean, you say I had to do him like that. How about Marco did him like that, alright? I don't want to hear...
Helmet's like, I've lost patience in you as 9 minute full season. Goodbye.
I'm gonna give you until the summer break. You know what? Not even that. You're gone. Bye-bye.
You're gone. And this, all of a sudden, we just hear Aussie noises.
Now, here's the thing, though.
It was not Piastri.
No, here's the thing. Regarding that, now some people think maybe an career was kicked out. There was a podcast that I watched, and they actually did like a full calculation between like the Red Bull Junior drivers across the entirety of its existence. There was no gap greater than between Tsunoda and DeVries, which is
it was terrible.
Yeah, so like the gap was that
I'll
massive.
say this. I'll say this, Mage.
Yeah.
And I know we still got some action going on, but it's not as close. This is not saying DeVries is a bad driver by any means. This is not. Like, for any DeVries fans out. Okay, Mage, I'm trying to be non-biased for a minute.
And I'm trying to push my agenda.
Stop your agenda for 1 minute. He's not a bad driver. He's a Formula E world champion. He won an F2 championship in the least competitive grid. I will say that.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, his closest competitor was Latifi. I'm not sure if that's...
The FE grid was pretty good when he was
Well, yeah, but also FE is kind of roulette.
Grunford had a moment.
To that. What?
Grunford had a moment out of the chicane. He almost spun.
Yeah, I mean, no, DeVries is a good driver. I do agree, but, like, again, he got embarrassed by Tsunoda.
He was not F1 ready.
Well, I don't think he's just F1 material at all. That's the thing. Like, he's good.
That's why I won't say that, because I mean, like, given certain things, you could become F1.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the thing is, with
F1 material is something else.
Well, I would say this. The thing is, like, five years ago, okay, he would absolutely be fine in the Formula 1 grid. But the standards in recent years, especially for Formula 1 drivers,
elevated.
like at first it was like down here, and then suddenly it's just like climbed massively, and now like that's a reason.
Mage, I'm gonna stop you right there. We have a battle,
and that is Moldy and Yellow.
Yeah, Moldy, Yellow, and I believe is that a lap car? That is lap car Benzo.
That is Benzo, who moves out of the way to let this battle continue. Yellow is gaining closer and closer to Moldy, and this isn't good for Moldy because he's trying to keep up with Sketchy. And this battle could cost him more time. But Sketchy at the moment could be dropping all the way down to P8 if this battle continues. Yellow breaks super yikes! Yeah, big yikes there. Yellow, hold up. I think he's going to be able to pass Sketchy on merit at this level of pace. He's looking very racy at the moment. And now he's going to be able to make his way past
not
Moldy.
even close.
Yeah, the speed difference is insane. He completely clears the Williams. Yellow is now just...
I'm writing him a message and be like, what wings did you run?
He's running. He's running like 40, I bet.
Yeah. Because, like, usually you run, like, probably, like, 48s.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had, like, my wings when I did time trials was, like, 50-40. I imagine his is closer to, like, 45-35 or something like that. Yeah. Like, there is a noticeable difference. It's kind of insane. Then again... Okay, no, Moldy, I actually think may have simply not burned battery to try to fight that. That is a possibility.
They're at even batteries. They're at even, pretty much. They're, like,
well, yeah, I mean, that speed difference was insane. But, now, Yellow can be free to chase after Sketchy. And if there really is enough of a speed difference, he may be able to catch up to 50, but I don't think that one's going to happen.
I don't think so. Oh, Drunken's pitting!
Why is he pitting?
No! Why?
Drunken
has been known for interesting strategy calls, and this one is living up to his level.
Oh man, this is
But
absolutely.
the softs.
Yeah, I mean,
Did
he's
he
gonna
try to
get
get fastest lap into good points?
maybe. I mean, I don't know. That may have been a
Mm,
disaster.
okay. He's gonna come out P8. I just realized both Hoskars are in the points. That's
Yeah. I
huge.
mean, like I was saying earlier about DeVries, like he's certainly not a bad driver, but like the
Yeah.
standard of Formula One drivers is now so much higher.
Is
Like last year's grid was one of the best we ever had. Like the grid by the end of the year, that is, was one of the
which we
best.
keep that grid.
Yeah, it was one of the best Formula One grids we have ever had, and not because like every was that incredible, but because like even the worst driver on the
Oh,
grid
midnight.
was
What
still
happened?
pretty good.
Midnight went off.
And now he's gonna be
Oh,
able
did he die
to.
back?
Yeah, but it's not looking good for Midnight. He's outside of the
No.
points in a good ways back.
Oh,
Unfortunate for him.
yeah.
Meanwhile, both passes are now in the points.
That's what I was just saying. I was looking at the standings. Here's the bottom three, which is interesting with today. So we got Haas at 32. Both of them are in the points right now, so this is gonna be pretty good. Mercedes at 18. They got Hitch in third. Could be big for them this week. And Williams are also at 18. They only got Moldy in the points right now. Midnight might be able to sneak back in, but he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, but back with Debris, like again, great drive, but like with
Not
today's
F1 ready.
standards, yeah, with today's standards, like I don't think he ever will be. That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
he proved himself like
Even
in
Logan, I hate to say it, Logan's on that borderline.
Logan, I agree. Like he's on the fringe. He really needs to prove
Oh
himself
no,
this
Cartman.
year. Cartman, oh,
I
that's
think he has
unfortunate.
6.
Yeah, like other drivers that I think are close to like they're in Formula One, but I would say like barely at the moment. Like
Joe.
Joe, I was about to say yeah, Joe.
That one to me is dead center, red to rights.
Joe is in very severe danger. I mean, he's basically reliving
Oh, Midnight, no!
Oh, Midnight is just not having a good time
Same
anymore.
corner, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying,
Oh,
Joe, this is his make or breaker year. This is it. Like he's
mate,
got to do it. Yeah.
mate, look at Midnight.
I would
Is
say
it
look
just
at
me or do you see a
hold
fuel
up.
light?
Hitch, catch him! What?
No
How did
way!
this happen? Oh my god.
No way!
Mean
That's just happened.
yeah, meanwhile, Drunken Shamrock is looking to maybe fight his way back up to P5 at this rate. Because now he's
No way.
alongside Moldy. We are
Nope.
back with some really interesting
Okay,
action.
forget F1 talk. We're back to this.
The action is back. The race is back. We are looking very exciting now. Yellow is chasing after Sketchy, but he's got a fast approaching Haas that I think he has to worry about just a little bit more.
Whoa.
Oh, this is looking very interesting. So now Drunken
I think
Shamrock
he
on the
still
chase.
does have the fastest lap. For
Yeah, he
reference.
still
He still
does.
has it.
Yeah, Drunken's gonna need to put in some work in order to steal that fastest lap. But now, chasing ever closer to Yellow, he's not gonna have an opportunity, but could he maybe sneak along the outside or inside in this corner? No, he can't. He's gonna have to wait for a better chance. There's no way he's gonna try this. Okay, good, he isn't. But Sketchy's in very real danger. Two cars
Oh
very close
god.
behind, one of them on fresh, soft tires, and not much to lose.
You
This
gotta
is
think
gonna be an
if he gets
intense
by both of
finale.
them soon, he's gonna have a chance of maybe stealing the fastest.
Drogon
He's
is
not gonna wait
going
long
up.
to get by one.
Yeah, he's gonna get on the inside and makes his way past Yellow Snowman. Now one more driver between himself and fifth place, even though he has a time penalty, so it doesn't matter. But still, he's gonna do it on merit anyways.
Needs it to get the fastest.
Yeah, so now...
But this DRS will be huge to try to get this fastest.
Yeah, because now, once he gets past Sketchy, he has a clear track all to himself. He's going to be able
Yeah.
to run this like it's a quality lap. And he's got over
I'm
half
gonna
a battery
put
left.
his-
He can snatch fastest lap right now.
I'm putting his lap delta up because I want to see if he can get this.
He's got battery to burn. He might as well go for it. Try to gain that extra point. Yeah, he is burning battery right now, so I think he is indeed going for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it. We know Drunken to be one of, not the, one of the fastest drivers in this tier, and he's got purple sector 1.
Yeah, he's absolutely gunning for fastest lap, and I think he's going to be able to pull that one off.
Yeah.
Looking very pacey.
To me, I'll say this: the one thing about Drunken, his luck is terrible.
Oh yeah.
He has pace to be up there with these guys week in and week out, and just has no luck. when there are weeks where he has perfect luck and it's fine day, like he'll get podiums, but a win here and
Yeah,
there.
he's cleared 2.5 seconds from
Yeah.
Sketchy.
This is the moment where this is normal Drunken. Like, we're seeing what Drunken can easily do week in and week out. But in other races, like we've seen in previous weeks, he just had nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
For some reason.
You know, I don't want to speak too soon, but could he somehow get past 50 by the end of the race?
Mage?
Yeah, fastest lap.
Drunken's mom has just appeared in the chat.
Ain't no way.
I'm not joking. I'm happy.
Are you sure it's not his wife? His Mrs.
I have no idea.
It may.
Mom, wife,
I think it's wife, dude. I think it's wife. I think you were completely wrong there.
I take that one. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I'll take that.
Why did you assume his mom? Because it said Mrs. Like that would imply that she's his
There's a lot of
wife.
people who are children in here. There's a lot of people who are children in here.
Well, yes, but Drunken is very.
I'm not.
An adult.
He hasn't spoken to us ever.
Well, yeah, but I can safely assume he's an adult. So, considering his name is Drunken Shamrock.
Apologies, Mrs. Shamrock. I will take this L. Apologies.
Yeah, that
I mean, no offense. I have small brain.
Miniko gets a 3-second time penalty, but honestly, it doesn't matter. He's got 10.5 seconds clear. But Drunken has shrunk that gap down. He was almost 10 seconds. Now it's 7.2.
What?
This race has completely flipped on its head. Miniko has just been robbed of victory. There's no way. Miniko has been robbed.
No way. Once again, apologies, Mrs. Shamrock. I meant no offense.
Silly goose.
I think that's more meant to me.
Yeah, well, silly gooses. I haven't been called a silly goose since my grandma. He rested. But
yes.
Anyways, Miniko, his race is in shambles. But he could have worked out recovery, but this race...
He's pitting for softs.
Again, this race is so much better than I was initially expecting. I was expecting this race to honestly be kind of boring, but there has been so much impressive action, and now we get an insane finale going for us as well. It's going to be going in lap 34. It has to. So we'll have 2 laps of racing. So Miniko, if he wants to win, needs to somehow stay ahead and pull 3 seconds in 2 laps.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, we have seen him do.
Yeah.
This will be a very short stage cover. We might be going in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, meanwhile, Sketchy may have just been robbed of points, potentially, depending on how things go.
Yeah, maybe. Well. It just depends how this pit stop goes.
Yep.
Because... Oh, he got held up by his teammate!
No, he didn't. Sketchy? There's no way.
It was a delayed. It was a delayed entry. He just lost out to yellow.
Oh. He's lost out to
And
more than yellow. Oh, that is brutal.
Oh, no. And the lap car of Benzo.
Oh, man. Hopefully all the drivers will be nice and allow Benzo to at least unlap himself, but that is a lot of cars to clear through.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt we're going to see one of those nice moments where we see a lap party and lap through.
And actually, I have a feeling it may go in this lap.
That's what I was saying.
It's yeah, there it is, just as I say that.
Well, Miniko has a chance.
Sketchy isn't caught up. He's so far back.
No. Yeah. This is one, it's a NASCAR term, but it still works. It's a green-white checkered because we'll have 34, 35, which is the last lap, and then it ends.
Yeah, but unlike NASCAR, this is actually good racing.
Unlike today. Today was actually surprisingly good.
Well, I said on... Well, wait, did NASCAR race today?
Yeah, they raced in Atlanta.
Okay. Here we go, back
It was
underway.
surprisingly good.
Miniko pulls a nice gap for himself. Winfrey out.
Winfrey retired.
What?
What?
Why?
He retired in the pits.
He retired in the pits. What the?
Did he get a drive-through?
Midnight
Midnight's
also
retired.
retires. Oh,
Why?
I think they were lapped, so they just didn't want to get in the way,
Oh.
potentially.
I guess. MRK, who is left, is just letting people go.
Okay, so now Miniko needs
Miniko's
to
already pulled.
Yeah, so at the very
tenths.
least, he looks like he's going to be on the podium. At the very least.
Which
But he needs more time, though, if he hopes to get a victory, or a P2 even.
Go to leader gap. Oh, God, Sketchy!
It's over.
Sketchy's out of the point. Well, actually, no, he's not, surprisingly.
Yeah, there's actually a sizable gap.
Sketchy! Sketchy right now is still P8, which is weird.
Yeah, but look at the gap right now. Miniko's managed to pull 1.4 seconds, 1.5, 1.7. He's close. 2 seconds.
Hold on!
He needs one more second, and he might
Well, the
just be
problem is, Ketchin and Hitch are battling!
All this battling is helping out Miniko immensely, but this battle is starting to close. Hitch is in second. Miniko needs to pull a gap now as he puts in the fastest lap of the race. So he's going to be getting an extra point for that. This is going to be a close finale. Meanwhile, there's still a battle going on for P5. 1507 putting in all the power to try and get past Drunken Shamrock. It's not enough. Or maybe it is. Drunken is going to have to defend on the inside as Yellow is watching on, waiting for a potential opportunity to arise from the two drivers ahead. Oh, but 1507 might have just pulled off the move. It's not.
He got it.
Enough. He pulled it off. Drunken Shamrock now down to P5 as Yellow is also on the chase. Hitch is actually closing in a little bit to Miniko as
Miniko had pace in sector 2 compared to both of
them.
He went off the track.
Miniko is desperate, but unfortunately, I think he's going to have to settle for a P3 today after that safety car. Meanwhile, Drunken Shamrock having to defend from 3 cars behind is probably going to be able to pull this off. But just a little bit further left to go. Miniko, unfortunately, that safety car has ruined his day. But he's still going to be finishing on the podium, which would be a great result with fastest lap on top of that. But taking victory, in fact, is going to be Hitch in the Mercedes.
Even 9th with 18 points gets a freaking win in Hungary.
Yeah, I can only imagine just how happy he is with that result. What a dark horse we just had, and we love to see it.
What a race!
Yeah, that was an incredible race. Meanwhile, Gary rounding the final corner is going to be able to finish the points. Cartman as well will be finishing points, and that's going to round out everything and finish it off. What an ending. Miniko, unfortunately, he crashed across the line. Of course he did.
I just DM'd the top 3.
Wow.
What a race. I still can't get over that.
Yeah, and Yellow gets driver of the day.
I deserved. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of other candidates I could have said for driver of the day, like Sketchy coming back from last to
I'll give it to Hitch.
Some solid points. Oh, Miniko's.
What about
Miniko's skipping out on us?
He doesn't want to talk to us.
I'm trying to convince him. I'm trying to convince him.
Miniko, I'll tell you what, I won't set you on fire on Sea of Thieves next time.
Oh, that's a good offer, mate. That's a good offer. I told him to just do it.
Thank you.
Literally.
Do we have anybody going in for interviews? I don't see anybody.
Ketchin is in there.
Ketchin is in there, okay. But I don't think Hitch is going to join in on this either.
I don't know.
Okay, we can at least get Ketchin in here.
Yeah, let's get Kitchen here for the time being. We'll get Kitchen. Kitchen, you got us?
I got you. You got me?
No.
What a race from you!
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that.
Good.
There we go.
Made you cut out.
Yeah, I know. My mic disconnected.
Oh, and she disconnected again.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm aware. There we go. Okay, so what a race you had. Certainly a chaotic start. You had to deal with a lot of battling throughout that. But then you kind of settled into a groove in second place. And Miniko's time penalty, I mean, that far back, you probably thought it wouldn't have mattered until that safety car occurred. And unfortunately, you didn't lose out on position to a hitch, but still, you managed to come home with a P2. So how do you feel with that?
Exactly. I mean, I'm just going to reiterate kind of what you said. I tried to hang with Miniko for as long as I could, and then he finally broke away, kind of just settled in for P2. Was like, all right, was watching Hitch just knock off seconds after seconds after seconds. Like, oh boy, here we go. So tried to stay with him, lasted one lap, and then he was gone. So it's pretty much, all right, cool. That safety car came out. I was actually a little nervous because 5007 or whatever his name is was also cruising, but overall it was a battle of who kept it the cleanest on the track. And yeah, that lap one incident was nuts.
Yeah, I mean, even then, I want to see if I can get a replay of that from another POV, but that was one still great result.
I'll show you mine. I'll send mine. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so obviously next week we're going into Bahrain. Any plans or strategies going in there? Granted, it's pretty much the track that everybody knows. But
yeah,
still.
everybody, there's a lot of people that aren't a fan of it. I don't mind it. I think it, especially in the NA tier, it adds a little bit more
spice.
Just more racing. I mean, realistically, just because you've got so many weird corners in there that people are probably going to lock up.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, like, aside from the S's, I feel like every single corner is an overtaking opportunity.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I look forward to it, and we'll kind of go from there.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
What race?
I know. And we get nobody else. It's just
my expectations were low, and then they were subsequently blown out of the freaking water.
I think this is fair right here.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was right here, and then it just boom.
Yeah,
that was incredible. And it's Bahrain next week, so it's going to get even better. But do not expect any rain because this isn't Qatar. So I still was baffled that we got that full wet race at the beginning of last season. That was still great to watch, and that was a fun time.
You do say that, Mage, but we did have rain in
F2. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. If it races IRL in the premier race, I'm gonna cry. Like I'm gonna be so happy to see that. That would genuinely be hilarious.
Hold on, I'm checking right now.
Yeah, check the forecast. Ain't no way.
Rain right now on Sunday.
You're lying. You're trolling me.
I'm not. I will share my screen right now.
Do it. Share your screen.
Look.
Okay. Let me see here.
I'm not joking.
It's raining. That's crazy.
I'm not even joking.
That's crazy.
Oh, sorry, wrong.
That's crazy. It's actually raining. Okay, well, everybody, I hope you enjoy the Formula One premiere because this is looking wild. Anyways, we'll be seeing you all next week for what's going to be something interesting, to say the least. We'll be seeing you all then. I'm Mark Mange.
I'm Pat.
And we'll be seeing you all next time.